Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we'll tell you about the James Webb Telescope receiving an alarming signal from the Andromeda galaxy and all we know about Andromeda. So let's begin! We've known for a long time that our galaxy, the Milky Way, and the galaxy next to us, Andromeda, are moving quickly toward each other. The scientists thought it would take 1 billion years for it to happen, but it's possible that they're wrong about everything in their ideas. James Webb sent an alarming signal back to Earth that showed how these galaxies will soon collide. Scientists are in a panic as they try to get ready for the upcoming high-impact intergalactic crash. The Milky Way is our galaxy and one of the oldest galaxies. Scientists have found new ways to look at our galaxy from a distance and learn important things about its structure and history. One way is to look for galaxies that are like our own. Cosmological principles say that the cosmos is regular and isotropic, which means that stars and galaxies are not special when they're put in the context of the whole universe. By looking at other galaxies that are similar to the Milky Way, astronomers can make models that show how our galaxy changed over time. The Andromeda galaxy, M31, is a key part of this search. It's part of the local group of galaxies and is close to the Milky Way. It looks a lot like our galaxy. The Andromeda galaxy looks like the Milky Way and has a circular shape inside like the Milky Way. Recent research has shown that its center is in the shape of a bar, which suggests that it's a barred spiral galaxy like our own. As the signals from James Webb indicates a collision between both the Milky Way and Andromeda, scientists are predicting what's going to happen. NASA says that the merger will change the night sky over Earth in a big way, but it probably won't change much else in the solar system. By the time we join Andromeda, our sun will have turned into a red giant. At that point, it'll eat Mercury and Venus before moving on to Earth as it grows to the size of Earth's orbit at the time. But the sun might already give us a big problem long before then. A group of astronomers at the California Institute of Technology have figured out how two galaxies can finally merge into one larger galaxy. They do this by watching other galaxies join, which makes hot new places for stars to form and causes the black holes at the center of the galaxies to crash into each other, which sends out a wave of gravitational waves into space. Gravity can do some amazing things out there in the sky. The invisible force is hard at work doing alchemy on the parts of the universe when it's not making sure your coffee doesn't get all over your shirt on Earth. It smooths out rough rocks to make planets that are circular, and my favorite thing it does is squeeze whole galaxies together. Through this process, gas and dust are turned into beautiful new stars. The force of gravity pulls galaxies closer together. There are times when there are only two of them and times when there are more. When they finally do meet, the contents of both galaxies smash into each other and mix. The chaotic crashes slowly shape the galaxies into a single huge ball. Astronomers have seen these kinds of things, which they call mergers, happen at almost every step of the way. At the beginning, when all the galaxies are close together, it looks like they're getting ready to hold a big meeting somewhere in space. In the middle, when gravity has already started to pull them in different ways and stretch them out of their normal shapes. In other words, when their normal shapes have already started to change. And in the end, all we have to show for it is a jumbled disk. At that point, the only sign that the two stars ever join together is a faint shimmer of a star material all around the sphere. Our Milky Way is on a collision course with Andromeda, another spiral galaxy. Andromeda is currently visible as a speck of light in the night sky, but it will be entangled with us. The spiral arms of our galaxy will vanish, as will our supermassive black hole. The core black hole in Andromeda has the mass of 100 suns and will swiftly devour our own, which has a comparatively small mass of 4 million suns. It's going to be like bloop, done, Mingarelli predicted. Although mergers are unlikely to produce noticeable changes in a single person's lifetime, they may provide exciting chances for any astronomers who live within them. Being alone and unconnected in a galaxy can be a disadvantage. For example, Earth's position in the Milky Way does not provide the finest views for studying our galaxy. There's just too much gas and dust in the way, according to McTeer. We have to study other spiral galaxies to learn about the behavior and evolution of spiral galaxies like the one we live in, she explained. However, if there was another spiral galaxy that much closer to you and it was angled in such a way that you could see most of it, then you'd be able to study that a lot easier than you'd be able to study your own galaxy, she explained. In other words, being an astronomer in the thick of a galactic merger would be a frustrating experience. The night sky would be too crowded to see very distant targets. In such an environment, it would be difficult to find lines of sight that are uncontaminated by the luminous merging system that would be our home, Rodriguez-Gomez explained. Perhaps someone else has watched the Milky Way from his perch in the midst of a brilliant cosmic collision and breathed a deep sigh, thinking about what it might be like here, scientist Rodriguez-Gomez said. The sky would be full of new stars, and we'd be able to see twisted streams of stars, gas, and dust going across the sky. The view would be even more beautiful if you lived on the edge of the galaxy, where the night sky would have fewer stars than in the center. When the other galaxy merged with yours, it would shine brighter and bigger than any star in the night. The huge old galaxy hanging in the dark sky would be a normal part of your life, just like a cratered moon is a normal part of ours. Even when the stars pass each other in a straight line, the space between them can get a little messy. When galaxies interact, these huge clouds of gas and dust collide. An astrophysicist at Rochester Institute of Technology who studies galaxy formation, Jehan Kardeltepe, said, "The process would create hazy pockets of gas and dust in the night sky. Eventually, these pockets would fall apart under their own weight and light up to become new stars. These explosion zones can be seen in pictures of galaxy mergers like this one taken by the Hubble Space Telescope and sent back to Earth. About 600 million years ago, the antenna galaxies crashed into each other. Their spiral shapes have already been smoothed out, leaving behind groups of young stars that look like light blue shimmers. Two researchers at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics have found that Andromeda's transverse velocity will decide when the two galaxies will collide, if they'll collide at all, and even if they collide at all. Based on their most recent figures, they think there's a 50% chance that if galaxies ever join together, the solar system will be pushed 3 times farther away from the center of the galaxy than it is now. They also think there's a 1 in 12 chance the solar system will be kicked out of the new galaxy at some point during the crash. This kind of event wouldn't hurt the system, and it would be very unlikely to affect the sun or planets in any way. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and comment down with your thoughts on this, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching this video.